5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Bradley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
In motion right is Jones. Back to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Bradley. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Robinson with another carry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Jones now in motion left. From the gun on third down. Bradley complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bradley. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the barrel patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bradley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Operating from the gun, Bradley. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Lawrence Cager his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On second down, it's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Block it, the man in motion. On third down, Bradley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Take it at about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. On first down, Bradley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. Bradley setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running left is Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake. Bradley. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Walker has it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st and 10, Bradley. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off-play action, Bradley. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Lance now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Lockett the man in motion. On 1st down, Bradley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll go down at the 28. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Throwing on first down. Bradley. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And Lance now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bradley. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Bradley. Able to find Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Block at the man in motion. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now they'll empty out the backfield. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Lance looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Bradley. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win for the Seahawks here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Seahawks, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.